Hey everyone, welcome to the experience. I am Bueller from Comics with Bueller. I'm doing a very special video today I haven't done for a very long time. This is 25 comic books guaranteed to be worth $500 or more. So if you have these in your collection, you've got some money. So let me run down the criteria. Criteria is these are raw comics. These are books that have been sold within the last 30 days. And the condition of these books will vary, as you guys know who are collectors. Condition matters quite a bit. Higher grade, more money. Lower grade, less money. But this is an interactive video, so follow along. At the end of the video, let me know how many of these books you have in your collection. I will also tell you how many books I've had or have in my collection now from this list. And we'll also compare prices. We'll add everything up and see how much everything is if you had all 25 books and how much they would have cost you if you bought them at cover price. Okay, let's not waste more time. You guys know the deal. So let's take a look at the very first book. Okay, book number 1 is Amazing Spider-Man number 15. This came out in 1964 with a 12-cent cover price. Writer is Stan Lee, artist is none other than Steve Ditko. We'll see those names quite a bit. A recent copy sold for $800. The reason why this is the first appearance of Kraven the Hunter. I'm kind of excited about the movie. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below if that movie's going to be any good. Okay, book number 2 is Batman Adventures number 12. This came out in 1993 with a $1.25 cover price. Writer is Kelly Puckett and artist is Mike Perobic. Probably got that wrong. A recent copy sold for $600. This is the first appearance of none other than Harley Quinn. We all love Harley. She's all full of herself and everything. But you know what? First appearance, Harley Quinn. Okay, book number 3 is X-Men number 94. It came out in 1975 with a 25-cent cover price. The writer is none other than Chris Claremont, one of my favorites, and artist Dave Cockrum. A recent copy sold for $531. This is the second team appearance of the new X-Men. The first team appearance was Giant Size X-Men number 1. All right, moving on to book number 4, Tomb of Dracula number 10 came out in 1973 with a 20-cent cover price. Writer was none other than Marv Wolfman, artist Gil Kane. A recent copy of this one sold for $661. This is the first appearance of none other than Blade, not Wesley Snipes, just Blade. Okay, book number 5, this is an older one. Superboy number 2 came out in 1949 with a cover price of 10 cents. Writer was Henry Boltnoff. A recent copy of this one sold for $800, and in this book is the first mention of Smallville. Now I want to talk to you guys really quick about books and condition of books. These are recently sold price books. Obviously condition does have a lot to do with the price. A near mint condition book of Superboy number 2 will probably go for thousands of dollars. This is pretty much a mid to lower grade copy of the book. And a lot of these books on this list are going to be probably about mid grade. And I'll point out some of the ones that aren't, like newer books that were probably more like the near mint condition for a higher selling price. Okay, let's move on to the next book. We have Terrors of the Jungle number 20. Came out in 1952 with a cover price of 10 cents. The publisher was Star Comics. And a recent copy sold for $850. The reason? It's just an old book and it's hard to find. So if you're looking for any Terrors of the Jungle number 20 or earlier or later, pick them up because they're worth a little bit of money. We have Incredible Hulk number 6. This came out in 1963 with a 12-cent cover price. Writer, of course, Stan Lee, artist Steve Ditko. A recent copy sold for $675. This is the first appearance of Metal Master and the first team appearance of Teen Brigade. Final issue of the Hulk. It continued in Tales of Astonish and then it came back on issue number 102. Actually, issue number 102, I had that in my collection, but I did not have number 6. Okay, number 7 is Back to DC with Action Comics number 109. This came out in 1947 with a 10-cent cover price. Multiple writers and artists worked on this issue. A recent copy sold for $525. This is a Superman versus the Prankster storyline. Another one of those books that are just old and hard to find, so pick it up if you do find them sitting in that antique shop in the back of the garage or in an attic or wherever. Just get it, and it's worth a little bit of money. Number 9 on our list is Fantastic Four number 48. This came out in 1966 with a 12-cent cover price. Written by, yes, Stan Lee and artist Jack Kirby. A recent copy sold for $900. This is the first appearance of Silver Surfer and a cameo of Galactus. Not a bad deal for 900 bucks. I know this book at one time was quite a bit more, but like I said before, this is a raw copy, and raws are much cheaper than graded. Number 10 on our list is Werewolf by Night, number 32. This came out in 1975. That's the year I was born, by the way, with a 25-cent cover price. Writer Doug Moench, Doug Moench, and artist Gil Kane. Sorry, people. A recent copy sold for $620. And the reason why, this is the very first appearance of Moon Knight. Just for the record, they're on the verge of killing off Moon Knight right now, or maybe they already did. So I don't know what's happening. But if you want a first appearance, this is the one, Werewolf by Night, number 32. Number 11 on our list is Batman, number 181. Came out in 1966 with a 12-cent cover price. Writer Gardner Fox and artist Carmine Infantino. A recent copy sold for $550, and this is the first appearance of none other than Poison Ivy. Number 12 on our list is Edge of Spider-Verse number 2. This came out in 2014, a newer book with a cover price of $3.99. Writer Jason Latour, artist Robbie Rodriguez. A recent copy sold for $550. This is the first appearance of Spider-Gwen, and this is a very near mint condition raw copy, and that's why it's a newer book, and that's why it's fetching $550. Next one up is Avengers number 4. Came out in 1964 with a 12-cent cover price. Writer Stan Lee and artist Jack Kirby. A recent copy sold for $910. This is when Captain America joins the Avengers. Welcome aboard, Cap. Number 14 on our list is none other than Young Love, number 49. Came out in 1965 with a 12-cent cover price. Published by DC Comics. Artist was John Romita Sr. A recent copy sold for $900. The reason why, it's a rare John Romita Sr. cover in a high grade. Young Love, it fetches a price tag that you might want to look out for, $900. I'd settle for Old Love. Okay, moving on, we have Strange Tales, number 101. Came out in 1962 with a 12-cent cover price. Writer Stan Lee and Jack Kirby is doing the artwork. A recent copy sold for $550. This is the origin of Fantastic Four retold, and the first Human Torch solo stories begin in this issue right here, Strange Tales, number 101. Okay, that was our 15th book. We got 10 more books to go. Do me a favor, subscribe to the channel. We appreciate it. I'll be doing more original videos for the experience in the future, and I hope you guys like this. Let me know what you think about this video in the comments down below. And just so you guys know, I do have a few of the books that we've listed on this list so far, and maybe I might have some more as we move on down the list, but let's not wait. The next one is Action Comics number 115. Came out in 1947 with a 10-cent cover price. That's $1. $1. Multiple writers and artists on this issue. A recent copy sold for $780. The reason why, it's a very high graded raw copy. That's why it's selling for so much. It's not a very easy book to find. But just so you know, low to mid-grade copies sell for quite a bit less. Low grades can get you less than 50 bucks. Mid-grade is about $200. So that quality of the book, the raw books, really does matter. So look at your book. If it's in good condition, you got a better price tag on it. Next one up on our list is Amazing Spider-Man number 129. Came out in 1974 with a 20-cent cover price. The writer was Jerry Conway. I've met him in person, really nice guy. Artist John Romita Sr. A recent copy sold for $709. I think that's pretty cheap if you ask me, because this is the first appearance of my favorite character in the whole world, the Punisher. He's worth a lot more than $709. Sticking with Amazing Spider-Man, we have ASM number 14. Came out in 1964 with a 12-cent cover price. Writer was Stan Lee, artist was Steve Ditko. A recent copy sold for $800. That's also one that seems very underpriced, but you know what? The market today is a little different than it was a little bit ago. This is the first appearance of Green Goblin. There's been a lot of Green Goblins, Red Goblins, Purple Goblins, Hobgoblins, but this is the original first appearance of the Green Goblin. Moving on to Avengers number 8. Came out in 1964 with a 12-cent cover price. Writer Stan Lee, artist Jack Kirby. Man, those guys were pretty busy back then. The recent copy sold for $911. The reason why, it's the first appearance of Kang. That guy. Okay, getting away from Marvel and DC, we got Scooby-Doo #1. Came out in 1970 with a 15-cent cover price. Publisher was Western Gold Key. Artist was Jack Manning. A recent copy sold for $650. It was a mid-grade, I believe. This is the first appearance of none other than Scooby-Doo in comic book form. Kind of cool. Scooby-Doo, where are you? You're in the comics. Let's go back to Marvel with Fantastic Four #49. Came out in 1966 with a 12-cent cover price. Writer Stan Lee, artist Jack Kirby. A recent copy sold for $800. The reason why, this is the first full appearance of Galactus. He made a cameo before, but now you get the full deal right here for $800 on Fantastic Four #49. Moving on to Amazing Spider-Man #300, the newsstand. There's a difference. Came out in 1988 with a $1.50 cover price. Writer David Michelinie and artist none other than the Todd father himself, Todd McFarlane, a great friend of mine. A recent copy sold for $549. This is the first full appearance of Venom. Now, when I say newsstand, that means the barcode is on the front of the cover. If it's not a newsstand and it's the other edition, it might affect the price. But a lot of people prefer the newsstand. Personally, I could care less if there's a barcode on the cover or a picture of Spider-Man's face. In my opinion, it's kind of dumb that people put a different value on the books that have that on there. It's a barcode. Okay, we're almost done. We have Batman #40. Came out in 1947 with a 10-cent cover price. Writer Bill Finger and artist Jack Burnley. A recent copy sold for $540. This is a classic Joker cover, and it's just very hard to find. Another one of those books, it's old, it's been around for many, many years, hard to find. If you get one, it's worth some money. So be on the lookout for anything in that age range of like the 1940s and 50s. Silver Surfer #1 came out in 1966. This is our next book with a 25-cent cover price. Writer was Stan Lee, artist John Buscema. A recent copy sold for $515. The reason why, this is the first solo ongoing Silver Surfer series, and his origin is told. Hey guys, we're on the last book of the list. This has been a lot of fun, but let's go ahead and get this done. Fantastic Four #13 came out in 1963 with the cover price of 12 cents. Writer Stan Lee and artist Jack Kirby, what a team. A recent copy sold for $600. The reason why, this is the first appearance of none other than the Watcher. And guess what the Watcher likes to do? He watches. Okay, so there you have it. 25 comic books guaranteed to be at least $500 or more raw. So let's go ahead and look at some totals, because I know you guys want to know. So if you bought all those books, all 25 at cover price, which I know is a little ridiculous, but you would have spent $9.76 on all 25 books at cover price. Now, in today's market, if you had all 25 of those books, you would be sitting on $17,276, a profit of, well, let's just say a lot. You know what? I wish the cover price of books were still like 10 or 12 cents, but those days have come and gone. Now I bet you're wondering what books I have or had in my collection. So let me tell you what those are. I did have Amazing Spider-Man #129, the first appearance of the Punisher, a nice pricey book. I did give that away to a good friend of mine. Shout out to Big John. How you doing, buddy? He wanted that book, and you know what? I needed to give it to a new home, and I wanted to do something special for him, and he has it now in his collection. The other book that I do still have in my collection is X-Men #94, and that actually was a gift. And I want to say thank you to them. Also, I want to say thank you to everyone who watched this video. Let me know how many books you have in your collection, or maybe what books you had in the past. But let me know in those comments down below. Like I said before, this is an interactive video. And also do me a favor, subscribe to the experience. And if you like this video, you know what? We might do it again. Let me know if you liked it in the comments also. And we're going to have some more fun. But there you go, folks. $17,276 worth of comics guaranteed, because they just sold within the last 30 days. And they only cost $9.76 cover price. All right, don't forget to like and subscribe, and don't forget to live your best life. You know what to do. We'll see you next time. Bye.